Welcome back to Cord Cutting Today, where we break down some of the biggest stories happening in the world of cord cutting, including today, the war on illegal pirate streaming services is heating up, and a new face is taking over from the FBI. We'll talk about that in a minute. Sling TV's putting ads when you pause the screen. We'll tell you everything you need to know about these ads and why they're doing them. And Peacock, the fastest growing streaming services out there. A lot of people complain about Peacock's low subscriber numbers. What's happening here? We'll talk about it. First though, if you want to learn more about any of these stories, I'll put a link to each story in the show notes and in the first pinned comment. You can find them on Amazon or on Cord Cutters News there. Sorry, force of habit. If you're new here, do me a big favor. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that thumbs up. Let YouTube know you enjoy what we do here so YouTube recommends our videos to more people. We would really appreciate it. With that said, let's dive into it. With the struggle to make streaming services profitable, there's a renewed emphasis on stopping pirate illegal streams out there, those IPTV services and others. And there's a large group that works with many different studios out there called ACE, the Motion Pictures Association's Alliance for Creativity and Entertainment, otherwise known as ACE, got a new chief, a former FBI head out there, Larissa Knapp, I believe is how you pronounce it. This group is one of the leading groups tracking down pirate streaming services and trying to put people behind jail. In the past, they used to try to put people in court, sue them to stop them. Now they're trying to use newly passed laws in many countries around the world to put these people in prison, including the United States. With this change, it seems like they're interested in getting somebody with experience in law enforcement. Knapp has 27 years of experience with the FBI, was the fourth highest ranking official in the FBI, and has since joined ACE to stop piracy. Why is this big? Well, you know, when you're doing these cases, you're tracking this down, you want to make sure you dot your I's and cross your T's when you got a legal case. It's one thing to sue somebody for multi-million dollars to get an injunction to stop them. It's another thing to put them in prison. And that's kind of what we're seeing here. The ACE is now going to go and spend time to make sure they're building the case and able to go to court with a well thought out, well researched, carefully done, because there are abilities where you make mistakes and suddenly your case gets thrown out because of it. And I think that's a big reason why they went to somebody with this kind of background. You know, experience in the FBI, they're used to building cases that will stand up in court. And I think this also marks a big difference. This is a transition here for ACE and this Motion Picture Association, from just trying to stop them to actually trying to prosecute these people in an aggressive way. Now, this has happened recently. We saw one of the first major ones in the United States happen. We're still waiting for sentencing on this. I think they face up to 45 years, depending on which person it is, in prison. Look for that to become more and more common. Why? Many of these media companies get used to making huge profits. Well, in the world of streaming, many of them are losing money out there right now, and they're unable to turn that around. Stopping piracy seems to be one of the ways they hope to do that. They think if they can at least make it more difficult to pirate, more people may be willing to subscribe to their paid services. We'll see if that becomes a reality. All right, let's keep moving along. Yesterday, Dish Media, the parent company behind Sling TV, announced that they're rolling out pause ads when you pause your television. If you're watching a live show, you pause it. After a few seconds, 10 seconds to be exact, an ad will appear on your screen. The second you hit play, that ad will vanish. Hulu's been doing this for a while now. They were one of the first to do this. They consider it a highly profitable ad block because you're more likely to actually see it. Even if you're walking away, you do quickly see it when you come back to restart your show, right? You go to the bathroom, get your popcorn, get a drink, come back, sit down, look at your television, hit play. What do you see? Maybe it's an ad for some product, some movie, some television show, whatever it may be, but you're seeing that ad. Because that growing number of streaming services have been doing this, Sling TV is one of the first I've seen with a live TV streaming services, not the first, but one of, to really get into this. Look for this to become more and more common. The ad revenue per view of an ad is down. This has left companies out there desperately trying to find more ways to get their ads out in front of people. So look for this to become more and more common in the future. Sling TV won't be the last. They're not the first. We'll keep a close eye on it. All right, Peacock is the fastest growing streaming platform in terms of time spent. This is very interesting. A new research out there from eMarketer has come out and said that Peacock is the fastest growing when it comes to time spent. jumping 15% time spent with that, though they predict that that will drop in 2025 once the Olympics and some things end. Now, Peacock's been very hard getting into sports. You know, Big Ten sports, or some of those games are exclusive there. We're going to see a ton of Olympics. And it seems that that's a big part of it. People are watching longer because they're watching live sporting events. You can often go for multiple hours with that. Now, Peacock's actually faced a tough road because it's actually lagging severely behind competitors like Max, Paramount Plus, and especially things like Disney Plus, which has tens of millions more viewers than Max or than Peacock does. But Peacock seems to be winning on time spent right now thanks to its effort to invest in long form content like live sports. Leave me a comment, let me know if you're watching Peacock more often. All right, early Prime Day deals are coming, and there's a lot of good streaming deals, so we'll be having a lot of coverage of Prime Day and the best cord cutting deals out there. If you want an Echo Show 15, which is the Echo Show with a built-in Fire TV, so you can have it in your kitchen, be a full Echo Show, and stream all these apps and more on it. It's on sale for $219 right now, down from $279.99. Pretty good deal there. Other deals include Fire TV sticks on sale with the Fire TV Cube at its all-time lowest price ever, a new lowest price. Fire TV Stick 4K Max matching its old lowest price ever. All right, let's keep moving along, and link in the show notes if you want to learn more about those deals. The FCC is cracking down on radio stations that are repeating content also being aired in that same market. Is it time for television shows? Some stations face similar rules. The FCC a while back relaxed rules, allowed owners to own multiple radio stations in one market. And in 2020, they relaxed the rules that said that on how much you could re-air the same content in the same market. Well, now, later this year, they're going to reintroduce the rule with a grace period that'll take you into early next year that says you cannot duplicate the same programming on multiple stations in the same market for more than 25% of their schedule. With this, for example, if you would show this, or air, I should say, the same radio program on two different stations at the same time, duplicating it, you could do that up to 25% of the time. The reason this is important cord cutting is there's a push to do similar rules for TV. Now, local TV stations are pushing to be able to buy more stations in local markets, much like radio stations did. Now there's talk, well, if that ends up happening, right now it's not, but if it does, that there should be a similar push to say, hey, okay, so whatever media giant that's buying maybe they own both the ABC and the NBC station, how much of the content can they re-air, right? What happens if all their daytime program is the same? What happens if their news programming, one news broadcast for both stations? That's actually becoming more common than you may think it is across the United States. But what happens if they start creeping into that 25%? Should we put rules like this on television to prevent local TV stations and national ones from re-airing the same content more than 25% of the time? You leave me a comment, you let me know what you think of that rule. Here's a big question I get, and it's not just about the Drew Carey Show, but many shows. But why are shows like the Drew Carey Show very hard to find on streaming services? Well, according to Drew Carey, one of the things he said is it's because of music rights. Yeah, the rights of music streaming services or music in older television shows, they may not have the rights to put it on streaming services. A few years ago, when the classic anime Evangelion came out, many people noticed that the closing theme song, the well-loved classic theme song, was not included in the streaming version of it. Well, the reason behind that is they didn't have the rights to it, so they put a different song there. And because of that, apparently that's one of the problems with the Drew Carey Show and others. And it's not just the music, it's also things like maybe the actors' contracts. Maybe it's the rights to the shows are split. When shows like the Drew Carey Show were being filmed, people were not considering streaming rights. Those weren't written into contracts like they are today. And because of that, some shows, they need to go either alter with new music, or they need to look at getting those rights, which can be more difficult than you may think sometimes. So keep a close eye on that. A lot happening there with that, but that's why you can not stream some popular older shows like you can with newer ones. All right, last deal of the day, Fire TV Stick. I mentioned its lowest price once again, but it's $34.99, down from a normal list price. I think it's like 50 some. I don't remember off the top of my head. Somebody leave me a comment. But $34.99 tied for its lowest price ever there. Link in the show notes. But hey, Prime Day is coming up. Early Prime Day deals are already happening. Keep an eye on CoreCarsNews.com. We'll be breaking down all the best early Prime Day deals over at Core Cars News. Hey everybody, I hope you have a fantastic day. It's kind of a crazy one. It's actually pretty late in the evening here. I'll be back again tomorrow with another video. Take care, be safe. Thanks for your support.